Hello there, all my Bubba loving SKS friends out there. I want to give you guys a good look today at the FAB Defense stock for the SKS. The thing is a really cool chassis system that Optics Planet sent over to give you guys a good look at it. I want to appreciate them for sending it over, and I'll have a link down there in the description box down below with a coupon code if you so decide to Bubba your SKS by purchasing one of these. I don't know what, some of the purists out there don't like to modify their SKS whatsoever. Of course, this is not for you, so you can just go on about your business and enjoy all the rest of those same old SKS videos. This thing is really cool, again, made by FAB Defense. It's packed full of features and really brings the SKS into the modern era. And I do my best to give you guys a good look at everything it has to offer here real quickly without being too boring. This is the UAS stock. And what this UAS is of course it's the folding stock, but what it has on the back here is an adjustable cheek piece right here in 5 different settings. You press that button down right there, allows you to get that perfect cheek point for use of optic on the rail section that is offered on this here gas tube cover. And I did a quick little test on here to see if you can hold zero with this. It wasn't too extreme, but we'll go ahead and take a look at that real quick.
Guys, we want to know how well this rail on top holds zero. So what I'm just going to simply test here is to see if I can shoot at 50 yards and hit that circle steel plate on the left, and then shoot at 100 yards and see if I can hit that steel plate on the right. I'm using tool ammo, 122 grain hollow points. And so let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to throw this little sunshade on here to help me out. And I have to take my glasses off because I can hardly see out there with the sweat that's going on. Alright, let's go for that little one at 50 yards. So clearly I've got no problem hitting that one at 50 yards. Let's go ahead and go for the 100-yard home plate. And that one's a little bit harder for me to see out there, but I'm going to try not to make as many excuses as I can. I've got it stuck. I'm going to see if I can jar it loose. There we go. I don't know if that was me, or I don't know if that was the optic, or the mount, I should say, on that last shot. But I think I missed that last one. However, no problem at 50 and 100.
So as you can see, you can definitely get some kind of zero out of it. If I would have had a powered optic, this of course is a powered optic, but it's not a scout scope. I just put this on here for demonstration of purposes to give you guys an idea of what you may be looking to do if you want to put something like that on here. Had I had a powered optic, I would have really tested the zero capability on this thing with shooting for groups, but all I had is a red dot at the time. But as I shown, 50 and 100 yards, you can easily get that done on a 6-inch target out there, no problem. The installation on this thing, I would get on a scale of 1 to 10, it's kind of tedious. I would have to give it about a 3. It's not ridiculously, cumbersome or anything like that, but I'm giving you basically a glimpse into the installation because I can't show you the full installation because we all know that YouTube would love to demonetize my channel off of that. So I want to stay on YouTube for a little bit longer at least. So there you go. Here's a quick look at how you install this thing. Again, not too hard at all. And one of the cool things that this has to offer on the back here, of course, this really rounds out the back of the SKS and brings it into a modern look, kind of changes the whole aspect of the SKS. But if you take a look at the back here, a lot of complaints with a lot of other stock systems for the SKS that really clean this up in the back here require you to disassemble the stock and take the SKS out of it so that you can clean your rifle and whatnot. Well, this has a very nice little spring-loaded area back here in the back that you can pull this back and simply remove your dust cover, your recoil spring, bolt, and all that stuff, as you can see right there. Very clever, very nice, and again, it really cleans up the back end of the SKS. Really brings this into a very futuristic look, as you can see. I mean, look at this thing. It's just, I don't know, man, I love it. And call me Bubba, that's fine. Either way, I don't mind. Look at this thing. It looks great. One of the things that you'll notice down here on the bottom, I don't have detachable magazines. I used to, but I got rid of them all when I sold a couple of my SKSs. But this has, if you're looking to utilize detachable magazines, an AK style magazine latch on the back there that works basically off of your existing magazine latch by pushing it the same direction using a reverse kind of throw on there. If you can see that right there, though, this may need a little bit of trimming if you're going to so decide to use this for detachable magazines, because you see it's sticking on mine right there. And so what you would have to do is, during installation, when you have that roll pin knocked out and this thing sitting around, you can just put that on some sandpaper, take a little material off if you might have that issue. But that is a really cool feature if you're going to be using detachable magazines, and I actually like the way that this looks without the detachable magazines. It actually looks very Space Force-ish, if there is a term. This has 5 QD points on here that you can mount a QD sling on there. You got one right here, ambidextrous, right there in the middle at the bottom. Up front and on the back you have 2, of course, on either side of the receiver end portion right there, and again 2 on either side of the buttstock all the way at the back that you can mount on either side there. You also have sling loop right there if you wanted to thread any kind of sling through that as well. The pistol grip down here on the bottom is very ergonomic. If you haven't had the chance to get your hands on a FAB Defense, one of their pistol grips for like an AR or whatever it may be, this is the same thing right here, and they are extremely ergonomic. I love the FAB Defense pistol grips on. I need to get one for my AR. It always reminds me every time I pick one of these up. But on the bottom down here on the pistol grip, you can see it has a nice little storage compartment that you can stick maybe 2 CR123 batteries inside of here if you're running, say, a flashlight onto one of those Picatinny rail sections. Up front there, you can store that in there, keep it out of the elements, and it doesn't rattle. Of course, you're going to have 2 batteries sitting there rolling around in there. This whole stock right here weighs in at about 2.5 pounds, so you're putting on just a little bit of weight on your SKS, but it's not really noticeable. This thing is very ergonomic and comfortable feeling whenever you're holding onto it. It feels like it balances very well, at least on my SKS. There is some texturing points right here on the forend. Again, the forend is very comfortable. These Picatinny rail sections right here are removable if you wanted to do away with them. And then you have one down here permanent on the bottom, of course. The Picatinny section up front on the gas tube is see-through for your co-witness with your iron sights, so that's a big bonus. You can definitely use your iron sights still on that. And that, of course, again, is really nice to have that adjustable cheek piece on the back here, because as I took my optic off, I can drop this back down to be able to use my iron sights. Again, this thing is packed full of features, very ergonomic, very comfortable, very stylish looking. I mean, look at that thing. I love it. It's great. It's fantastic. Now, FAB Defense makes these in 3 different colors. Of course, you got the black right there. They offer them in a tan and an OD green if you're looking to spice things up a little bit. So anyway, guys, that's about all I got for you for right now. Again, I want to thank Optics Planet for sending this out to give you guys a good look at it. I'm really glad they did, because I really actually do enjoy this thing. It's really cool looking. Very comfortable feeling when you're showing this thing up. Again, you don't really feel that extra 2.5 pounds on the rifle. Well, I didn't anyway. It doesn't feel too front heavy or anything like that. It feels very ergonomic, very nice. Again, we'll have that link down there in the description box down below through Optics Planet if you want to get a good look at this thing, of course. And I have a coupon code down there for you as well if you're looking to bubba your SKS. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching, and we will catch you guys on the next video.
Meh.